All right. So what's your name, brother?
Gamaliel Torres.
One more time.
Gamaliel Torres.
Gamaliel. All right.
Gamaliel.
That's unique name.
People call me GT.
Okay, bet. that's what we'll go by. I'm Frank. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Where are you from?
Puerto Rico.
Okay. And how long you been out here in Philly?
Wow, 30 years.
Oh, okay. So you've been out here for a while.
Yes.
All right. How was your childhood growing up?
Difficult.
Difficult?
Yeah.
Dysfunctional? Did you grow up with both parents or one parent or?
One parent.
One parent?
Yeah.
Mom?
Mom,
I'm assuming.
yeah.
Okay.
Mom, yeah.
And then, how old were you when you moved to Philly?
About 11 years old.
All right. And was it just to try to seek a better life, or do your family,
Basically, I moved down here because my stepfather escaped from the jail in PR. He came over here and we came over here because
on the run.
On the run, yeah.
Okay.
Because of my stepfather.
Yeah. All right. And growing up, your childhood, do you a victim of like child abuse or anything like that? Any type of like me myself, I was victim of, my pops used to beat the shit out of me.
Yes.
So I never had no sexual abuse or anything like that, but I used to be physically abused, mentally abused, stuff like that.
Myself, I was raped when I was about 9 years old.
Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Friend of a family, started giving me stuff, you know what I mean?
Like toys and stuff?
Toys.
Yeah, paying special attention to you.
Definitely paying a lot of attention to me.
You know, with that process, a lot of times people don't know that process is called the grooming process, where sexual predators, they'll do that to build up trust. So what they were doing is building up trust in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But we don't know that because we're kids.
Yes.
We're not naive to that shit.
Yes.
We just think, somebody's doing something nice for us. So of course, what kid doesn't want to have extra attention and toys and shit? And did anything happen to him? Like, did he go to prison or anything like that? Or did you let anybody know right away or no?
No, I was afraid that people didn't believe me.
Yeah.
And I started blaming myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I went to jail. I never got justice for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons that I came over here to Philly. You know what I mean? Also,
okay. So that happened in PR?
Yes.
All right.
After that, a lot of verbal abuse.
Mm-hmm.
My mom. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I started using drugs.
What age? How old were you when you started using drugs?
13.
Okay.
My first drug was weed. Then after weed, crack. Then from crack, coke.
Mm-hmm.
From coke, 21 years old, I did heroin. That's when I got
for the first
hooked.
time. What made you use heroin for the first time?
I wanted to try it.
Okay. You seen everybody.
Yeah, I seen everybody trying it.
Do you sniff it or do you shoot it for the first time?
First I started sniffing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's the same way I started.
Then I started shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And from there, I fell in love with a needle. And I'm here. You know what I mean?
Have you had any clean time between then and now?
No.
No? So you've been in active addiction for how long? 16, 17 years?
Yes.
Wow.
About that, yeah. I try to kill myself a lot of time because dealing with the rape and stuff like that.
And I'm sure with the depression that comes with using, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because that shit is hard. A lot of people don't understand that. That shit is hard. Like, we get depressed because we're using, but then we use to stop feeling depressed.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I don't eat a lot of time because when I get depressed, I don't take showers.
Yeah. You sort of shut down.
I remove myself from people.
Yeah.
I'm a cutter. I also cut myself every time I think about the rape, and I start cutting myself.
Now, what does that make you feel? How does that make you feel when you cut? Does it make you?
It made me feel good.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. I've never spoken to anybody about cutting, and that's something I've always wanted, because I don't understand it. You know, like everybody has their ways. I think they deal with stuff, and me is like when I get upset and get frustrated, I used to go and hurt people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So you feel like a sense of relief when
yes, I do. When I cut, I feel good. I feel like I feel like how you call it? I cannot explain it. You could say a part of me is alive. You know what I mean? Like the tension, the frustration. It just like it goes away, but in reality, it's still there.
Now, how was it the first time you cut? Were you scared, or were you? And what made you think about doing that? Do you remember?
One of my friends used to cut a lot.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you sort of picked it up.
Yes, that's when I really started cutting, because he told me that it feel good. You know what I mean? It help out and stuff like that. That's when I really started cutting. You know what I mean? And in reality, what I was doing is I was harming myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course. But I didn't know that. You know what I mean? The only thing I was trying to do was I was trying to escape from the pain that was inside of me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yep. But the pain was still there. You know what I mean? Even right now, I think that the reason that I use is because of that, because I'm trying to escape from the pain. And I keep it real with you. Every day I get high, I want to stay high because of the pain. Yeah, you don't have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, and I don't have people. I don't have no support system. I don't have people to help me out, because I feel like they're gonna do something to me.
Take advantage of you.
Take advantage of me, like all the people like that did to me when I was young.
Yeah, it's hard. Trusting after something like that, I can imagine. Yeah, it's hard to trust anybody. Like me, I have trust issues, and like I said, I've been physically abused, but I've never been sexually abused, where I could imagine being the victim of sexual abuse would probably even have you more problems with trust. You know, and especially as a male, as a man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. It's like main, like when it comes for me to trust somebody, it's real hard. Yeah. Very difficult, you know what I mean? You could say that you gonna help me, you gonna be in my corner, but inside of me, no, I be thinking negative. No, he's trying to do something to me.
Yeah, he's trying to take advantage.
Yeah, he's trying to take advantage of me. Yep. So what I do is I keep you from the distance.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So that I don't get hurt. So I don't. You know what I mean?
Listen, I do the same thing still now, and I've been clean for over 3 years, and I'm not in the streets. I have a business, and but I still do that stuff. And a lot of time I think I've gotten better with it, because I've learned that a lot of times people that I were trying to keep away, they had good intentions, and I was missing out on stuff. Yes. But it's hard to break that ice.
I miss a lot of good people.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good people that came into my life. I throw them away out of my life because of that same reason. Yeah. You know what I mean? They had good intention to help me out, but in my mind, I don't think so.
Yeah, you thought there was something else going on.
Yeah, it was something else, but in reality, they was trying to help me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
I'm trying to get better at it, but it seems like I cannot break that wall. You know?
And it might happen. It might not. I know for me, I went to counseling, and that helped. And I went to counseling. I'm 39 years old. I went to counseling when I was 35, 36 years old. Okay. And so it's fresh, but it helped. Yeah. And it helped for me to realize that there's awesome people out there in the world. but we'll never know if we always keep that guard up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think also too, our gut sometimes will tell us, all right, this person, you know, maybe they have some good intention. Maybe they, you know, we sort of know, you know. But a lot of times I think we put them in the same category because we're scared of being hurt or being taken advantage of.
At this point in my life, like, I'm gonna keep it real. I want to die. You know what I mean? Every day I wake up and I pray. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I ask God, please God, take my life. I cannot deal with this no more.
Yeah. Now, what do you think is the biggest thing? Is it mental health and the addiction?
Everything.
Okay, just the stress of life.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, I try to find something good in me. You know what I mean? But I don't see it.
Listen, brother, I can tell, just when we were walking up here, when I asked you if you wanted to do the interview, and when I told you what I'm trying to do, that I'm trying to raise awareness, and one of my main goals too, and I've been doing it through the interviews, is letting people know that, look, just because we're addicts, just because we're homeless, doesn't mean we're pieces of trash, doesn't mean we're junkies, doesn't mean we're thieves, doesn't mean we're pieces of shit. To humanize us. You know what I'm saying? All of us. And I include myself too, because I'm in recovery. I could get high 5 minutes from now and lose everything I have. But it's to humanize us. And the one thing you said, you was like, yeah, you know, if it helps to raise awareness for the kids, I'm with it. So I could tell you have a good heart right there by making that statement. Because I interview a lot of people, and a lot of people don't say that, you know. So I could tell you have a good heart. Sometimes it's hard for us to see anything good about ourselves, you know. Like me, I have a hard time taking compliments. People will tell me something good about myself, and I don't like to hear it. It makes me feel uncomfortable, you know. Do you have any like favorite childhood memories or anything like that?
To be honest with you,
No,
I cannot even think of one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because everything been so messed up.
Yeah.
So I wish I wish I could say yes, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
But in reality, I can't. You know what I mean? If I say yes, I'll be lying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And what's your habit like now? What are you using?
6 bags.
6 bags?
Oh, more. I spend from the morning till I wake up. I get high. I do bags. I cannot even tell how many bags that I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so many of them. You know what I mean?
How do you support your habit?
Selling works. People taking people to cop, and they give me $10, $20 a bag here and there. You know what I mean? And that's how I support my habit. Do little jobs. You know what I mean? You know.
Where do you sleep at? Do you sleep out on the streets?
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay. Do you have family out here still?
Yes.
Okay. How's your relationship with them?
Not that good.
Okay.
Because they think they're better than me because I use and they don't use.
Yeah.
So they look at me like I'm a junkie. They speak to me like I'm a stranger. They speak to me like I'm a crackhead. You know what I mean? That hurt me the most.
That was gonna be my next question, is what would you like people to know? People that come past you and look and be like, oh, this is just a dope fiend, this is just a junkie. What would you like them to know about you?
I'm not just a dolphin. I'm not just a crackhead or a user or nothing like that. I'm really a good person. You know what I mean? I'm really a person that's trying to change. You know what I mean? I just wish that people would give me a chance.
Yeah.
A chance to change, a chance to prove to myself, not to people, but to myself, that I could do better than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because in reality, God didn't make me to be just what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, no.
You know
Sometimes we get sidetracked though. You know what I mean? I think it's important for us Because when we're getting high, we have a lot of guilt and we beat ourselves up a lot.
Oh no, that's one of my big problems.
Yeah, I know.
Beat myself so much.
Yep.
I mean, when I'm talking about beat myself, I beat myself so much that I think that when I finish beating myself, there's nothing of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how much I beat myself. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's my story. You know what I mean? Like,
is there like, all right, if somebody was to offer you to go to a program and get some help, would you take it? Or do you think you're not at that point yet?
I mean, yes, I probably would take it. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And do you have any questions for me?
Be honest with you, one question.
Yep.
How long you been doing this?
I've been doing what, interviews and stuff? Or
everything.
Okay. Good question. I started getting high for the first time in 2004. My mother was killed in a car accident. I had to identify her body, so I couldn't sleep. And a doctor told me, why don't you take some pills to go to sleep? And then I started using Percocets, and then I started sniffing dope, shooting dope. I've been clean for 3 years, a little over 3 years now. And I came home, I did 17 years in the penitentiary. So when I came home from prison in 2015, I started coming out here, and we do haircuts. We give clothing, we give food, we give cosmetics. And first we used to do it on Kensington and Somerset, but the street was too small, so we moved. We do it right here on Kensington and Allegheny. And talking, you know, what made me want to do interviews is just talking to the people, because I hate how, you know, when we're out here in our addiction, people just look at us like we're pieces of trash. So I wanted to let people know, you know, that we're just like you. We just struggling a little differently. We just sin differently. You know, everybody sins differently. That's all it is. And it's been good. Like, the response has been awesome. I've interviewed people that their families hasn't seen them in 4 years. You know what I mean? They didn't know if they was alive or dead, and their family members would be like, thank you. You know what I mean? Now I know my son is okay. I interview people that ended up getting help afterwards, you know. So it's good. I interview people, and I have people message me and will tell me, thank you. Now I know how to, my son is an addict, my daughter's an addict, and now I know how to deal with them a little bit better because of something I've seen in your interview. So, you know, I've been doing it for a little while, and I enjoy doing it, and it helps me to stay clean also. You know what I mean? Coming out here and just talking to people and, you know, stuff like that. And a lot of people will ask me too, they'll be like, well, what do you think you're gonna do? You think everybody's gonna get clean? And we're like, that's not really for me. I just want to let people know somebody cares about them. You know, if it's only for 15 minutes, somebody wants to have a conversation with them. You know, that there's people that care about them, and let them know that there's better stuff out there than sometimes what we do for ourselves.
I just, my mom look at me like I'm nothing. I just want to change that. You know what I mean?
And you can. It's not easy, brother. It's not easy. It's hard to do, but we could change it. You know, we just have to take small steps, and we could change it. We can do it.
I'm sick and tired of hurting my mom. You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of making her cry. I'm sick and tired of making her worry. You know what I mean? About me. You know?
Yeah.
I love my mom to death. You know what I mean? And I lied to my mom just to get a couple of dollars.
Of course. Of course.
You know what I mean? What do you call that word? I brainwash her.
Yeah, manipulate.
Yes, yes, that word. Just for her to give me $40, $20. You know what I mean? You know, the other day I told Mom, let me get $10 to buy a pack of cigarettes. Actually, I wanted the $10 to buy me 2 bags of dope.
Yeah.
And she gave me the $10 just because she believed me that I was going to buy the pack of cigarettes.
And she might not even believe you, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I know my sister's still out here in the streets getting high, and sometimes she'll ask me for money, and I know, you know, I know she's probably not gonna do what she's asking me for money for, but for me, I'd be like, you know, at least she doesn't have to do something else to get the money. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you, brother. I appreciate you for sitting down and talking to me for a little while, and know, you know what I mean, you can do it. I hope you get to that point where you find peace, you know what I mean, because that's a lot of times what it is. When we find peace with ourselves, we want better for ourselves, you know. So I hope that time comes, brother.
Yep. That's one thing I want to have, that peace.
Yeah.
And I hope I found that peace that I need.
It'll come.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you pray, but if you pray for it. You know what I mean? Pray for it, and I'll keep you in prayer, and I'm sure anybody who sees this video will keep you in prayer. You know, you can do it. It's not easy, but you can do it, and it'll be worth it. I promise you. It's so nice now, waking up and not worried about getting high. You know, so nice.
That's what I want to experience.
It's beautiful.
Waking up every morning without being sick.
Yep. Going to sleep without being sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
Because every day I wake up and this is why I come over here.
Yeah.
It's like a job to me now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, it's like a job to me. I wake up every day. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You come over here to sell works.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You
know what you mean.
And that's crazy. You know.
I know what you mean. I thank you, brother.